okay? This is what you need to know about behavior management. Watch this. Behavior management, how important is that? Well, let me ask you, when you go to the airport and you bring your bags up to the ticket agent, the gate agent there, you put your bags up there, they weigh it, you're 3 pounds over. Are you going to pay $75? Because you're 3 pounds over? No, you're not. You're gonna put your underwear all on the floor and find those 3 pounds, aren't you? Then you get your baggage in there and you go through TSA. That's when you find out you can't go through there with your chainsaws and your big bottle of Jim Beam. I don't know what you drink or whatever. You gotta take all of that stuff through there, right? You can't get through there. You make it through TSA, then what? Then you gotta go to the gate. Well, I'm first class passenger. Well, you're not gonna get on the plane till they tell you to get on the plane. Then when you get on the plane, then what's gonna happen? Then you gotta take your bags, right? You gotta take your bags and you gotta put them wheels out, right? Or handles out. Otherwise, no one else is gonna get their bags in there, right? But they're telling you to do that, right? They tell you to get out of the aisleway so others can get by. Now you're finally sitting down. Now they gotta show you how to put on a seatbelt. Oh yeah, click it good, click it real good. Now, after that, finally they're gonna leave you alone. No. Flight attendants, departure checks. Please fasten your seatbelts, make sure your tray tables and seats are in the upright position. Flight attendants, departure checks. Now you're up in the air, right? Now you can put on your headphones and enjoy your movie? I think not. We've reached our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet. You're free to move about the cabin, but the captain would like you to stay in the seats with your seatbelt securely fastened so we won't have unexpected turbulence. Unexpected turbulence, is there another kind? Okay, let's keep going. Now you're in the air. You do this all the time, but don't you want to know when those peanuts are coming? Don't you want to know when you're about to get your little 4 ounces of Coca-Cola? Don't you want to know? Don't you want to know now that you got those 12 peanuts, you take 3 or 4 at a time and you'll be okay till you get to California. Now, the plane has started its initial descent into Los Angeles, okay? Thank you for telling me that because the mountains were getting closer. I thought we were crashing. Thank you, thank you. All I'm saying is, I am an adult. I need that information. I need to know what's going on. How much more does your child need to know that? Are we there yet? You know they're gonna ask you every 15 minutes. Why not every 14 minutes? No, we're not there yet. And by the way, we're gonna stop at the next rest area and we're all gonna get out and use the restroom. All of us are going to go. You hear me, Raymond? All of us are going to go. Grandma, you too. Especially, no, you know what I'm saying? We all need management. It's about telling somebody what you're doing now, what we're about to do, and what we're gonna do when we get done with this. If they do that to us at the airport, how much more do our children need that same information? You know I'm telling the truth. Behavior management is only one room. Behavior management is going to take you to other rooms, but you need to start in that room. Okay, so behavior management, you got that on lock. You know that for the teacher-child interaction, you know that that observer is waiting for you to show them different instances of behavior management. This is what we're doing now. This is what I expect of you while we're doing this. That's 2 instances. This is what we're going to be doing when we finish with that. That's 3 instances of behavior management. In an observation scenario, 20 minutes, if you do 3 instances of behavior management, you've moved the score. The lowest you can get is a 1, the highest you can get is a 7. You did it 3 times in 20 minutes? Oh my goodness, now you're looking at 4, 5, 6. Don't be beating yourself up trying to get a 7. Who does that? You don't need a 7. Get a 4, 5, 6 and be happy. Okay? So behavior management, you have what you need to get that score from a 1 started to a 7. If you don't show them, they can't write it down. I don't want to forget this. The most important thing about any of these domains and dimensions is the teacher-child interaction and the words that are coming out of your mouth. What is so important about the words that are coming out of your mouth? The most important thing is that the observer, the most important thing is that pencil head can hear the words that are coming out of your mouth. If they can't hear you, boys and girls, we are going to work now with these particular items. And when we leave it, you better open your mouth. You could be doing everything right, but if the observer can't hear you, they can't score you, even if you have to throw your voice. But teachers, what you need to understand is the certified reliable observer is there to help you. It's the federal government that you need to be concerned with. When they come in, they don't care. When they come in, you don't even know what your score is until long after. Your observer is there to help you, to coach you, to tell you the same things that I'm telling you in a different way. Observers are watching this video and they're saying, that's the same thing I tell them. But here's the truth. They need to hear it from someone else because it becomes one of those things like mom talking to the children. Womp, 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 womp. After a while, when mom starts talking, you just hear, you're nodding your head, it's like, yeah. Would you please get out of my room? Okay, listen. The certified reliable observer is there to help you, okay? Understand that. Behavior management. That is one of the rooms that we went in the house of classroom organization. Behavior management becomes something that becomes the catalyst to productivity. That's only part of it. That's only part of it. How do we get a productive classroom? I'm so glad you asked that. Productivity is based upon, one, good behavior management. Two, is based upon instructional learning format. What are you doing to keep the children interested in whatever you're doing? Whether it's curriculum instruction, you're reading a book, you're telling a story, you're going over your lesson plan, you're going over the theme of the day. What are you doing to keep them drawn in to the process? That's what we call your instructional learning format. Can I give you an example? Okay, here's an example. You're reading nursery rhymes. You're reading the nursery rhymes book. You want the children in on it. You want them to buy into it. How do you start that? You start it with a song about nursery rhymes. That makes the song part of your instructional learning format. The theme is nursery rhymes, but the song drew them into the process. It's like I'm telling you what we're getting ready to do through the song.